everybody, it's Laura Milligan, and I know that it's been a while since I've done a Facebook Live, but I just thought it would be fun to do one today. So I have something fun that I'd like to show you. A couple different things. And the first one is my B-Box. And the B-Box is a new class offering. I just started doing this in June, and it was really popular. And so I am continuing this. It's something I'll offer each month. And the class for the B-Box for July includes the Way to Goat stamp set. So you will get it's a $35 class. It includes the stamp set, and then it includes card kits to make 2 each of 3 really cute cards. And let me just show you the cards. Here's the first one. It has just a fun little fold. Second one is a window card with a little cute goat popping in. I got you a cake, but I ate it. Next one is, I call these the birthday party dancing goats with their little balloons. Just fun. So you will get, along with this stamp set, you will get card kits to make each of those cards, 2 of each, and then I do a video of each card so you can stamp right along with me and stop and start as you need to take it, so you can take as much time as you want to complete the cards. If you're interested, I will post a link below this when I'm finished in the comment section. So watch for that, or just email me at any time at laura@lauramilligan.com if you have any questions. So that is the B-Box for July. All right. Next thing I want to show you today is a beautiful card kit, and it's called Gorgeous Posies. And this is what it looks like. It comes in a box. It is on page, let me find it in the catalog. In the meantime, I'll keep talking. So the kit includes a box full of card kits, and let me show you the different cards you can make. There are 2 components to this kit. One is the parts and pieces and the box for the cards, and then an add-on stamp set. The kit does not include the stamp set, but beautiful cards. Wishing you comfort and peace at this time. That's such a beautiful sympathy card. For a very kind and thoughtful friend. It's really pretty. Get well soon. I love the colors in this kit too. I just think they're beautiful. And then celebrating your day. So as you notice, this covers a lot of different reasons that you would be sending a card to someone. Let me bring the stamp set in. There's a sympathy, there's just for a very kind and thoughtful friend, celebrating your day, which is a birthday, of course, and then a get well soon. So you can get a lot of mileage out of this stamp set. And then what else is super cute is the envelopes that go with it, with the 2 different colors of purple. Just think it's beautiful. Look how pretty it looks with those cards. Can you grab my catalog? Oh, so if you open up your catalog to page 8, it's right under that folder there. Here it is. Sorry, I have a helper here today. And it never matters when you're doing these lives, no matter how prepared you think you are, something happens. But let me just show you. This is on page 8 in our catalog, and you can see what all is included. All these different things for the kit. It's $32. And then let me pull this up a little bit. If you want the add-on stamp set, it's $19. So I am going to be offering a special this week. If you purchase from me this Gorgeous Posies Project Kit and the stamp set, I'm going to send you a card kit to make 4 additional cards featuring the Gorgeous Posies stamp set. The good news is when you purchase the card kit and the stamp set, you're above $51 in product, which means that this month you will earn a bonus coupon that you can use for $5 off an order that you're going to place in August. So it's a great deal, and so you will get not only the kits to make 4 cards from me, but also a bonus day coupon. So let me show you the 4 cards that you'll get to make. So what I did for these, what I'm using for these cards are some extra pieces from the kit. So I completed all the cards in the kit as they were, as the kit described, and then there were all these extra pieces left. There were some leaves and floral images and circles and little banner pieces with stitching on them. And so that is what is used to create these 4 additional cards. So I'm going to start with this first one. And this is the Purple Posy cardstock. It's such a pretty color. Okay. And I'm going to be using Highland Heather ink. And I'm going to start by just stamping So when I do this, I'm going to stamp once, and then without re-inking, I'm going to stamp again, because I want to get 2 different colors of ink there. Do the same thing here and here, so you can see the light and the dark. Then I'll do another dark here and a light. So you have a little bit of a two-tone look going on. This card is really simple. It goes together pretty easily and quickly. Okay, so then I'm going to take my Misty Moonlight ink, and this little piece is an extra part from the kit. It's something that I had left over after I made all the cards. And so I'm going to do the same thing for this. I'm going to stamp directly from the ink pad to the card, and then again on the lighter purple. So dark and then light, because then again you get that two-tone look, which I think is really pretty. Well, good, there's a few people watching. I did not announce ahead of time that I was going to be going live today. I just decided I would hop on. Okay, so next I'm going to use the Get Well Soon, and I'm going to stamp it on this piece that was, like I said, part of the kit. Okay. And then I'm just going to put the card together. And actually, so this panel, this will go on the inside of my card, and I'm going to go ahead and just stamp a flower on that with the center as well, just to dress up. And I would probably do the same thing on the envelope. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this first card together. Like I said, this is Purple Posy cardstock. It's just a really soft, pretty purple color. I'm going to burnish this along the score line there, and I'm going to do some layering. This is Night of Navy cardstock, and I'm going to use my seal. There's a little bit of a trick to this. When you do this, like I'm going along this edge and I'm just flicking away. It took me a while to get the hang of it, but now that I have learned how to use this, I really like it. It's super sticky, and I think it holds really well. So I'm gonna, go ahead and attach that there on that panel. Okay. Then I'm gonna take my ribbon. This is that beautiful white tool, polka dot tool that everybody loves. It's really easy to work with too. It makes nice bows, and it's flat. So if you're using this for a card and you're sticking it in the mail, which is probably what you'll do most of the time when you make a card, it's a nice flat bow, even though the ribbon's wide, and it's sheer. It's just really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie a bow. I love this color combination. I think the purple and navy is so pretty. Okay, so there's my bow. And then to finish this one, I'm just going to take some dimensionals and pop that up. My friend Sandra is here helping me today, and so if I forget something, she helps me out by running and getting it for me while I'm doing these lives, so that's really nice. She's a good friend. Whoop, why is this not? Okay, I'm going to put one more dimensional on there so that this sits flat. What I did was accidentally put it right where that ribbon is, so there we go. There's that, and then I'm just going to attach this to the card front. But isn't that pretty? Look, it's so simple but quick, and I love the combination of the navy and the purple posy. I think that's really pretty. So we'll put that right there. Okay, so there's that. And then on the inside, I'm just going to add this panel of white, and that just finishes the card. I always add, anytime I'm using any kind of color cardstock for my base, card base, I always add a little piece of the Whisper White. I just think it finishes up the card. Okay, so there's the first card. Next card is okay. The next card is using soft sea foam and the purple posy cardstock Highland Heather ink, and another really pretty combination. It's just soft and pretty, and the card base is soft sea foam. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. The next layer is this, and I have used the Tasteful Texture embossing folder on this. I don't know if you can see that pattern. It's just a real subtle texture, which I really like that. So again, I'm going to grab my dimensionals. If you're watching, say hi. I'd love to hear from you, or if you're watching on the replay, just put replay. But right now we're going live. I do have a couple people watching, so that's good. Thank you. Whoop. Okay, so that's going to go on here. The next layer for this card is one of these square vellum doilies. I love these. I think these are beautiful, and I've used them quite a bit since they came out. They're part of the prized peony suite, but of course you can use them on other projects as well. I'm just going to take my paper snips and cut this diagonally, and that's going to go right there on the corners of this. So I'm going to add just a little bit of seal to hold those in place. Okay, just kind of center those on the corners. And then the next layer will be a piece of the purple posy. If you like these cards, these are the ones that I will send you if you order that that card kit and the coordinating stamp set. Okay, it's going to be about right there. And then I'm going to do some stamping on this. Actually, on this scrap piece as well. I'm going to stamp the flower in Highland Heather, and also the center. Now the center, since I just stamped it in the Misty Moonlight, I'm going to clean that off. This is my Stampin' Chamois, and it's a great way. It looks messy, but it does its job and really cleans off the ink well. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this also in Highland Heather, and that'll be the center of my flower. I'll be cutting both of those out, and then I'm going to grab my soft seafoam ink. And my leaves, and the leaves are just going to go on either side of this little panel here. Soft seafoam is one of my favorite colors. I just really, really like it. Okay, so that's going to go there. Then I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to go ahead and cut. And I already have one of these already cut, but I just want to show you there's a little trick when you're cutting something like this, and it is to turn the paper. Hold your scissors still. You can see I'm not moving my scissors. I'm turning the paper, and that way you get a smoother line, little like edge around your image. So I'll go ahead and do this, and then same thing for this one. I'm going to bring my scissors in. I'll be cutting another flower here in a minute, so you'll get to see me do the whole thing. But so I'll just go around and cut both of those. So through the magic of TV, I've already cut some. So those are going to go there, and then I'm going to add a greeting, wishing you comfort and peace at this time. I think this is a beautiful sympathy card. It's just such soft color and soothing to the eye, and hopefully it'll comfort someone in their sadness. Okay, so that's just kind of a straight up and straight down. This stamps really nicely. Okay, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. You know I love my dimensionals. Let's put one of those in the center. And same thing with this little center of the flower. I'm going to pop that up as well. It's going to go just there like that. And then this will attach to our card front. And what do you think? I think I'm going to pop that up as well. Why not, right? So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this panel. What do you think about these colors? I think it's such a pretty color combination. Myra, are you still there? What do you think? Myra likes purple, I think. Okay. So that's going to go right on there. You know what? I don't think this is the right panel. That must have been the piece. Yep, you know what? So I'm going to pull this off. This is the joy of doing something live like this. That was my panel to stamp and cut out my flowers. So let me just really quickly come back in. That's the piece I need. I'm going to just come back in. It's a rerun. Do that. Do that. I'll add a dimensional again to the center of this flower. Actually, since I already have one in the center, I'm going to just put one on each edge for now. And before I attach this, I'm going to go ahead and do my words again. And this is in basic gray. Okay. And then I'll just put this flower there. Okay. Now I'm going to attach it to my card front. The nice thing about stamping is even if you make a boo-boo, there's usually a way to fix it. I make a lot of boo-boos, so I'm really good at fixing them. And no one will know, right? Except for all of you. Okay. So there's that one. And then I'll finish this by putting my Whisper White panel on the inside with my seal. And again, I could stamp, I could do a flower on the inside again. Like that. Just pretty. Do that center there. Okay, so that's card number 2. And then card number 3, this was pretty simple too. So I had, again, I used the extra parts from the kit to make this next card. And it's a Whisper White base with the purple posy cardstock. And then this was also left over. It's one of the panels to, you know, stamp a greeting from the kit, but I had this left over. So we're gonna do a different card. Okay, I'm gonna take 1 minute and get these ink colors out of the way here. This one's gonna be Highland Heather as well, but I won't be using the basic gray or the soft seafoam, so I'm going to get those out of the way before I get ink all over those. Okay, so I'm going to start, and this one is super simple. I'm just stamping. I'm going to, well, you know what? Okay, I'm going to stamp off. I'm going to get a lighter color there. Stamp off again. Go down there. A little bit off the edge. And do that again. Put that about right there. Okay, then I'm going to bring my dots in. We haven't used these yet for these cards, but this is just a little stamp with dots all over it for the center of the flower. Okay. And then for this banner, I'm going to stamp Celebrating Your Day. And I'm going to put that a little bit towards the right-hand side to stamp that. And in 1 minute, I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And I think I buried them alive. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Put them on the back of this. So those of you that know my friend Lucy, we have done Lucy and Laura lives. It's been a while because of the pandemic. Lucy has not been able to come over, but she was here twice recently, and we actually worked on a scrapbook. It was a surprise little gift for her mom's birthday. So we talked about doing a Facebook Live, but we will be getting back to that. And we were busy making a scrapbook, and her mom got all teary-eyed when she opened it, as I knew she would. Scrapbooks are beautiful that way. Lucy brought some really good family photos over the years, and I told her that her mom would probably get teary-eyed, and sure enough, she did. So I just took this banner, I cut it to about the length I wanted it, and I'm going to attach this. It's going to go right about there. Move it up a little bit, yeah. Just kind of filling in that space around these two flowers in particular. Okay, and then I'm going to add this. This was part of the Gorgeous Posies kit, and it was left over. I didn't use it, so I'm going to just attach that with a glue dot. That's going to go on the end there, like that. And then I'm going to take there's purple twine in the kit, and I'm taking 2 pieces, but treating them as one and just tying a bow like I just have one piece of twine here. Just hold them together and tie it as if it was one. And then I always have to kind of like fidget with it a little bit to get it just the way I want it to look. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to take another glue dot and attach it. Well, I kind of like it right there on the center of the flower. Okay, so that'll be that part. And then what the next step is just to attach it. And that's Charlie. He was snoring, but he must have heard something. Hi, Charlie. Okay, so there's card number 2. Quick, simple, pretty. And these are just extra pieces from that project kit, other than like the card bases. Okay, and then I have one more card. This is a different color scheme. And so before I do that, I'll be putting my Highland Heather ink away for this one. And I want to clean off my stamp on my chamois. Looks pretty good. And I'm going to clean off these dots. So we'll be using that on the next card. Okay. All right, so for this next card, we're using Night of Navy and the Magenta Madness. So it's a much brighter, bolder color combination. And I used these little leaves on this card. They also are left over from the kit. It's a really good kit. I love our kits. And, you know, I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 19 years. And I always think that, you know, I have made so many cards over the years, and I still love a good kit. I think, you know, they're great. Sometimes it's fun to just create or craft and not have to create and come up with the designs. And that's kind of what our kits do. And they're fun to do with friends. My girls enjoy getting together with their friends and stamping, and these kits are perfect for that kind of thing. So I'm taking this ribbon and I am wrapping it around this piece of Night of Navy cardstock. And I've embossed this with the Ornate Flowers embossing folder. I think that's what it's called. I want to get it centered. Oh, I want to make sure I have enough at the end here to tie a bow. So I'm just going to wrap that around, try it again. Okay, and there we are. And I'm going to go ahead and just tie my bow now. And then we'll do the rest of the card. Okay, so that's going to go on the card front. It's just, again, it's like a tone on tone, and I'm going to just attach this with my seal. Here's the back of a dimensional. They end up everywhere. Everywhere. I find them all through my house. I'm sure you do too if you're a stamper. They're like staticky or something, and I'm going to set that there. And then I have this scallop square that I have cut out, and you will get this as part of as part of the card kit that I'm going to send you. And I'm going to just attach this square like that, and this I will pop up. Actually, this I'm going to just attach flat without dimensionals, because I'm going to pop up, I'm going to stamp a flower next, and I'm going to pop that up. So that's just going to rest right there on my card front. Okay. The word I'm going to use on this one is for a very kind and thoughtful friend, and I'm going to be using Misty Moonlight ink. give that a second to dry. It dries pretty quickly. And then I'm going to just trim this up a little bit with my paper snips just to get it close to that edge. And you know what, I think I'm going to trim this edge as well. Okay. And this I will attach with my seal. Now I'm going to center that right under that pink square. Marvelous Magenta square. Or I'm sorry, Magenta Madness square. Okay. This panel here is going to be the inside of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that. Okay, now I'm going to take my Marvelous, I'm sorry, I keep calling it Marvelous Magenta, Magenta Madness stamp. And I'm going to do a flower. I'm actually going to stamp one on the inside because I just think that's pretty. And I'm going to grab an envelope. I always like to stamp something on the envelope, because you know it'll be the first thing when the mail arrives. It's going to be the first thing that whoever you send it to will open. So there's that. Pretty, pretty. And, okay. And then I'm going to use my Misty Moonlight there. I'm going to set that aside a minute. I'm going to do another flower in Magenta Madness. And I'm going to use these little dots again for the center of my flower. And then I'm going to just fan this a little bit because it looks like that ink is wet. I'm just going to give it a minute to dry before I start cutting it out. Okay, so this one I'm going to cut, and you can watch me do this. And again, you can see I'm turning the paper. You know, we're so spoiled. We have so many punches and dies that very rarely do we have to cut something like this. We call this fussy cutting, and it's not that hard. I really don't mind doing it. We just don't do it that much. We're spoiled. Oops. I try to keep about the same amount of white space around, you know, the whole way around. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's handmade, and that's the best part. Okay, so there's our flower. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop this up with a dimensional and put it right on our square here. Like that. I just put one in the center. Put that there like that. And then there were leaves that were part of the kit, and I had some extra ones, so I'm just going to slide those under there. I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of each of those and just slip those right under that flower. And I just, you know, you have these extra parts and pieces with you know, from that kit, so why not put them to good use and make some cute cards? And I'll put that one, yeah, I think about right there. Okay, so there's that. Let me bring in all 4 cards again. If I can find them, things get buried. I'm telling you, you do these Facebook Lives and things literally get buried on your desk. There's so many things, all the parts and pieces. Okay, so here are the 4 cards. Which one is your favorite? I don't know. I think this, I love that Seaside Spray. I'm sorry, what is it?
Soft sea foam.
Oh, see, thank you, Sandra. Soft sea foam. I love that color. Sandra comes every Monday and helps me so much, and we have a lot of fun, and we laugh, and she kind of tries to reel me in and keep me on track here. So anyway, I do think that's my favorite. I also like this one. But so if you are interested in this, all you have to do is go to lauramilligan.stampinup.net, click on Shop Now. This is the host code. You can use that when prompted at the end. And if you order the Gorgeous Posy Project Kit and the Gorgeous Posy stamp set, I will send you, and you have to use this host code, so I know you'll be expecting this kit. I will send you the card kits, parts and pieces to make these 4 cards. So you'll have to supply your own ink and adhesives, but I will provide everything else for you. So there's the stamp set again. And thank you so much for watching today. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative. Have a great day, everybody.